Hey future LPTs, I am Teacher Rina and this is our BLEPT Review 2025 series. In this project, each of us will walk you through different topics to help you review smarter and prepare better. I will be covering the topic English for specific purposes. So sit back, take notes, and let's get you one step closer to that license. I have prepared 10 items questions for our topic, English for specific purposes. I am going to read each question and choices for one time, and you have 10 seconds to decide for your answer before the correct answer will flash on the screen. Are you ready? Let's begin. Question 1. What is the primary focus of English for specific purposes or ESP? A. Teaching English literature. B. Addressing learner-specific language needs. C. Emphasizing general grammar rules. Or D. Preparing students for standardized tests. Time's up. So the correct answer is B. Addressing learners' specific language needs. So the primary focus of English for specific purposes is to address learner-specific language needs. ESP centers on teaching English tailored for specific needs of learners, such as in academic or professional context. Why others are incorrect? For letter A, literature is typically covered in general English courses, not ESP. For letter C, while grammar is important, ESP focuses more on context-specific language use. And for letter D, standardized test preparation falls under general English, not ESP. For the second question, which of the following best describes a key characteristics of ESP? A. One-size-fits-all curriculum. B. Focus on everyday conversational English. C. Learner-centered approach based on needs analysis. And D. Emphasis on classical English text. Time's up. So the correct answer is C. ESP is designed around the specific needs of learners, often determined through a needs analysis. Okay? So, why others are incorrect? For letter A, ESP courses are custom, not standardized. Okay? And the letter B choice, while conversational skills may be included, ESP focuses on a specific context. And for letter D, classical texts are more relevant to literature studies than ESP. So next, question number 3. In ESP, what is the purpose of conducting a needs analysis? A. To assess teachers' qualifications. B. To determine the general English proficiency of learners. C. To identify learners' specific language requirements. Or D. To select textbooks for the course. 10 seconds. So the correct answer is C. To identify learner-specific language requirements. A needs analysis identifies the specific language skills and knowledge learners require for their particular context. Why others are incorrect? Teachers Teacher assessment are separate from needs analysis. Okay. And the letter B choice, while general proficiency may be assessed, ESP focuses on specific needs. And the letter D choice, textbook selection is a subsequent step after needs analysis. Let's proceed to the fourth question. Which of the following is not typically a focus area in ESP courses? A. General English Grammar for Beginners. B. Business Communication for Corporate Employees. C. Medical Terminology for Healthcare Professionals. D. Technical Writing for Engineers. Time's up. The correct answer is letter A. General English Grammar for Beginners. So, ESP courses are designed for learners with specific goals, whereas general grammar instruction is part of general English courses. Why others are incorrect? So, letters B, C, and D, these are classic examples of ESP applications. Okay, so let's proceed to the fifth question. What distinguishes ESP from general English courses? Letter A. ESP uses outdated teaching methods. B. ESP focuses on learner-specific goals and contexts. C. ESP ignores grammar and pronunciation. And letter D. ESP is only formative English speakers. Okay, so the correct... let's wait. You have a few seconds left. Okay, so the correct answer is letter B. ESP focuses on learner-specific goals and context. ESP is tailored to the specific objectives and context of learners, unlike general English, which covers broader language skills. So, why others are incorrect? Choice A. ESP employs modern, context-relevant methods. C. Grammar and pronunciation are included as needed. While letter D choice, ESP is designed for non-native speakers with specific English needs. Let's proceed to the sixth question. In the context of ESP, what does authentic material refer to? A. Simplified text created for learners. B. Generic language exercises. D. Fictional stories for entertainment. And D. Real-life materials used in specific professional contexts. 10 seconds. Okay, time's up. So the correct answer is letter D. Real-life materials used in specific professional contexts. So, authentic materials are real-world texts relevant to learners' specific fields, enhancing practical language application. Okay. Why others are incorrect? The choice A, simplified text may lack real-world complexity. Choice C, fictional stories are less relevant in ESP. Choice D, generic exercises don't address specific professional needs. So let's Move to question 7. Which teaching approach is most commonly associated with ESP? A. Grammar translation method. B. Audiolingual method. C. Communicative language teaching. Or D. Total physical response. 10 seconds. Time's up. So the correct answer is letter C. Communicative language teaching. Communicative language teaching emphasizes real-life communication aligning with ESP's practical focus. So why others are incorrect? The choice A focuses on translation, less on practical use. Choice B emphasizes repetition over context. And the choice D, more suitable for beginners and young learners. Number 8 question. Why is flexibility important in ESP course design? A. To accommodate different teaching styles. B. To allow for spontaneous classroom activities. C. To incorporate various literary genres. D. To adjust to learners' evolving specific needs. 10 seconds. Time's up. So the correct answer for question 8 is D. To adjust to learners' evolving specific needs. So, ESP courses must adapt to the changing requirements of learners' specific contexts and objectives. Why others are incorrect? The choice A explains that while teaching styles matter, learner needs are paramount. Choice B, literary genres are less relevant in ESP. And choice C, spontaneity is secondary to targeted learning outcomes. Okay, so let's proceed to the second to the last question. Question number 9. What role does the teacher play in an ESP classroom? A. Facilitator guiding learners through the specific task. B. Sole authority delivering lectures. C. Translator of complex texts. Or D. Examiner administering frequent tests. Okay, time's up. So the correct answer is letter A. Facilitator guiding learners through specific task. So teachers in ESP settings guide learners in acquiring language skills pertinent to their specific needs. So why others are incorrect? For the choice B, ESP emphasizes learner-centered approach. For the choice C, translation is not primary focus. And for the choice D, assessment is part of ESP but not the teacher's sole role. Okay, this last question. Question number 10. Which of the following best illustrates an ESP learning objectives? A. Writing a business report. B. Understanding English idioms. C. Reading English novels. Or D. Engaging in casual conversation. time's up. So, the correct answer for our last question is letter A. So, producing a business report is a specific task aligned with professional communication needs. So, the other choices B, C, and D, these are more general language skills. So, they are not ESP learning objective. Okay. Thank you so much for staying until the end of the video. If you like this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want more reviewers, kindly visit our channel because my other student teacher classmates prepared more topics for you to learn, for you to review. So, thank you so much again. Thank you for watching. See you again, hopefully. Bye!